Has she ever said to
She mentioned Robyn over and over in that scene.
Well, she feels
She's
like Robyn
blaming
is.
Robyn.
No, she said that Robyn was always off topic. So whatever she felt, that she couldn't really express.
Why does it have to include Robyn? Did Robyn offend her? Did Robyn do something wrong to her?
I don't know. Maybe she felt that Robyn was in this incredibly love with you.
That's just not dealing with that. Absolutely, Janelle and I not dealing with Janelle. It really has. Every relationship has to boil down to what that relationship was.
The episode generally followed the usual routine, but this time something went wrong. Not even Cody, Robyn, or Christine was prepared for the situation.
All the emotions were as real as could be. All the words are shown as they are spoken. All our relationships were slowly coming apart, and we could see it before us.
There was a heavy atmosphere in the room. Janelle no longer wanted to simply feel disappointed. She took steps to be heard.
It was expressed plainly. Cody did not succeed. There were consequences for her at the marriage, but also for participating in polygamy. Equality is a key aspect of plural marriage, and love alone is not enough. Balance. Managing the feelings required to look after all of the relationships in your life. Yet Janelle openly admitted, Cody gave up. Because of COVID, the situation became so tough for him that he lost hope. Simply didn't feel responsible and so retreated. She explained, he had a tantrum and told me he didn't want to keep going.
Hate or hard feelings or anything, I just don't really want to know them.
Yeah, but if you can't sit there and talk to Robyn, just curious right now, you can give me any specific examples why you don't want to be friends with her.
Oh, I could sit and talk to them. That would be fine.
Yeah.
If it was all superficial, I would be fine. I would talk to them. That's no big deal.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to be buddies with them or like go to lunch with them or...
Why can't you be friends? Why can't you be buddies?
He was not a man of religious faith, not a man who was devoted to his wife. Just tired. Those feelings of tiredness, too? It became full of bitterness. Christine made the same point as well. She said, he blames us all for leaving. It turns out, society had already started to break before all this began. It happened a long time before we ever left. And Robyn? She sat without caring, unmoved. Asked if she was the sacred cow of Cody's group, she smiled and replied, "Moo." She found it to be like a joke. However, it did not stop violence, not for Janelle. Christine was not affected by these things. This is not true for children. None of them were given any real help. But when they brought up where Robyn belonged in the family, Cody put it to an end. Multiple times in our history. Robyn said she did not understand why Janelle felt unable to open up. She complained about being connected to other people's marriages. She stated clearly to Elias that Cody was protecting more than just Robyn. He was changing history in order to shield her from criticism. He was always cranky. Cruel, even. Christine was right on the spot. She hadn't seen him act this way before. But she did not have to go through this by herself.
The conversation became so difficult and full of hazards. Every comment, electrifying. All her looks are filled with wariness. Talking about intimacy made both of them uneasy, and things got awkward right away.
The clip from this video of moving day? The flirtation. Having a hand on the back. How Cody expressed that Mary was the woman he hoped he could have spent his life with.
This didn't make me laugh. It was hard to follow. Mary feels duty-bound to share this with everyone, and every viewer feels the same.
And when he referred to her as his best ex-wife? To put it clearly, Christine and Janelle said they thought it was tacky. It was odd. It showed them that all their fears were justified.
Cody liked to have some teams stand out to him more than others, always. Yet the thing that stood out most was when Mary told everyone that Cody told her he was still mourning the end of their marriage. She answered unflinchingly, "No, don't bring your emotional way to me. Not after all the things you have said about me out in the open. That is what you have to carry." It wasn't that she was unfeeling. She spoke directly, following years of silence and hurt caused by catfishing issues. She found the strength to speak up. During this period, Cody kept evading responsibility. Suki questioned him on Robyn, on fairness, and on why he refused to be vulnerable. Instead of accepting it, he turned the blame on others and called them gaslighters. According to him, they had already chosen, and whatever he said wouldn't matter.
This is the first time they were really truthful with each other. It was filled with agony, regret, and utter perplexity.
Still, even amid all that happened, there was restoration. It was clearly noticeable. In spite of the awkward moments, in spite of everything we feel, they are encouraging other women to exercise their control. This was no longer only about plural marriage as a subject. The movie is mostly about surviving, to stop repeating the same behaviors. That won't be the end of uncomfortable moments. Coming next has even bigger challenges to deal with. Cody meets the person Christine is dating, and this is what he claims, I suppose, will amaze you beyond words. If you get sucked in, a lot of us can relate. That's where you get a clear sense of why it all splits up.